It's the one and only Heavy Metal 95 here. Today we're going to be doing another album review, and once again, we're going to do a brand new one this time. So, we're going to be doing an album review because we haven't done like this before, which I probably forgot to do one, which I probably should have done until now. So today we're going to be taking a look at this album that I have never reviewed before, which I probably forgot to do one until now, and that is from Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast. That's the very first, third album from Iron Maiden, because this was the first album to feature Bruce Dickinson after Paul Di'Anno left Iron Maiden, after Iron Maiden first released their first self-titled debut album, and Killers, which is their second album, because Paul Di'Anno only appeared in the first couple of Iron Maiden albums released back in the early 80s. However, Number of the Beast was released in 1982, and this is the very first album to feature Bruce Dickinson on that one, because I'm just going to give you a word for this as well. Yep. So we're going to be taking a look on the whole thing of this as well. They just say as well, because I just wanted to come by for this as well. Yep, this is the very first Iron Maiden album to feature Bruce Dickinson as well. Ever after Paul Di'Anno left Iron Maiden as well, for those who haven't been wondered as well. How many songs on this album? However, this album was released by Parlophone, which was the Beatles record label, what you see in the album Revolver and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band as well. Yeah, it's the little Parlophone label on it, so you could recognize it. However, this album is produced and engineered by Martin Farmer Birch as well. How many songs on this album? Yeah, there's only 8 songs on this album. So let's dive into the tracks on this one. So track 1, Invaders. Well, what can I say about this? Whenever you're listening to a good song from Iron Maiden, this is one of them as well, particularly as that. And I'm guessing that's one of my most favorite songs from Iron Maiden as well, because everything they have ever done when they recorded this album as well. So that's the song Invaders. Track 2, Children of the Damned. Another good song from Iron Maiden, because this is particularly what everyone come by for this one as well, because they wanted to do this one. I mean, Bruce Dickinson has that powerful, distinctive vocals as well, particularly of how this matches up to Iron Maiden, to the brilliance as well. Track 3, The Prisoner. What can I say, because this is particularly another great song. Those guitar riffs are very Killer influenced as well, because this is particularly what everyone want to come by on some songs from Iron Maiden as well, because to me, this is one of the greatest examples of how whatever you can know for this one as well. Track 4, 22 Acacia Avenue. That's the very fourth track that was on this album. They have recorded this one as well, because this is another Killer song as well, because, well, especially because whenever you wanted to come by for whatever to this whole thing for this as well, because I just wanted to come across for this as well accordingly. And this is a very good song from this album as well, just like all the other songs from Iron Maiden that are on this album. So 22 Acacia Avenue is pretty good though. So yeah. Track 5, The Number of the Beast. Okay, this song has the introduction, who did the narration on it is that you may recognize before Iron Maiden comes in with the song, at the opening of the song, The Number of the Beast, who did the narration on this album is Barry Clayton. That you may recognize him, who is the narrator on an old animated cartoon series from the 80s called Count Duckula. That's Barry Clayton on this that you recognize on this album, because that's very interesting. At first I thought it was Vincent Price that did it, but no, Vincent Price had nothing to do with it. Excuse me. But it turns out it was Barry Clayton on there, because Barry Clayton did the narration on this. So Count Duckula fans could take note on this album, because Barry Clayton did the narration on the song The Number of the Beast as well. Because I had to come by for this as well, because I didn't even know that this album features Barry Clayton, who is of Count Duckula fame, doing the narration opening to the song The Number of the Beast. Very interesting as well. But overall, however, this is Bruce Dickinson had that powerful, distinctive heavy metal scream in that one, which is right before the arrival of King Diamond and Merciful Fate were becoming a thing in the 80s, before all this as well. And also, The Number of the Beast had the music video also as well. So that's all I have to say for this song on that one. Track 6, Run to the Hills. Oh, I love this song, because that's my favorite song off of this album, because it has that heaviest drum beat in there, and it has that melodic guitar on there, because there's also a music video to the song Run to the Hills, where they had like these old clips of silent films on there they were using to how they depict it in one of Iron Maiden's music videos as well. So you can check out the music video for this as well. And to be real though, this is a very good song off this album, because Run to the Hills is one of my favorite songs off of this album, along with Number of the Beast as well, and Children of the Dam as well. So yeah. Track 7, Gangland. Another good song off of this album. If you want to come by to this as well, particularly of how they did this as well, true thing is, particularly considering how this is particularly my another most favorite song off this album, because I wanted to come by for this, and this is the most heaviest song they did as well. Track 8, Hallowed Be Thy Name. This is the 8th track that finishes off on this album as well, because another good song on here, and it's almost to the little how this echoed Remember Tomorrow of all things as well, because this is particularly whatever you want to come by for this as well, whenever you're listening to an Iron Maiden album as well. So that's going to be it for the tracks on this as well. So as you notice from there, because Iron Maiden had a couple music videos that were these hit songs that were off of their album Number of the Beast. Some of their songs that had like these like maxi singles, like Run to the Hills had a maxi CD single as well, which I will pick up maxi CD singles soon at this point. But cool thing about this as well, because when I was listening to the song Number of the Beast, because I recognized Barry Clayton's narration on the song. I mean, this is of course, that was long before he did the narration for the animated series called Count Duckula as well, because I had this whole connection thing about whenever he wanted to come by to how you recognize on this as well. For my thoughts on this album, well, what can I say? When I first listened to this album, it blew my mind as well, just like how I did with most albums I've listened to, particularly because right here, this is actually one of them, because although this album was released in 1982, probably around the same year as Kiss's album Creatures of the Night was also released on that as well, that year as well. Hell, and we also had Venom's album Black Metal was also released on that day as well. And even Merciful Fate's Corpse Without a Soul extended play EP was also released at that time as well, if I'm not mistaken, because particularly whenever you come by for this as well. Hell, and that's the real main reason I wanted to come by on these albums right before there was as well. What, like most new wave of British heavy metal albums, this is the best example, particularly for whatever we want to come by for bands like Iron Maiden, because that's the thing. For overall, I consider this to be one of my favorite albums of Iron Maiden, because this album has changed my life, particularly whenever you're listening to this album. This album has great songs, of all things as well, because I just wanted to know for this particularly, although this is a 2020, this is a 2015 remastered edition, but I'm going to have to give this of how you wanted to come by, because for the most part as well, because I just wanted to say, because I love this album to this day, because I had to come by for whatever you wanted to know for that as well, because whenever you're listening to this album from Iron Maiden, because this is the greatest as well. 10 out of 10 for this album as well, because I love this album from Iron Maiden as well, because, yep, that's right, because whenever you want to listen to an album from Iron Maiden, because this is right before the arrival of other bands like Megadeth and Metallica arrived, as well as every thrash metal bands that were influenced by Iron Maiden on the whole thing as well. Let's just say this has got to the case as well. So that's going to be it for my album review for Iron Maiden's album, The Number of the Beast, for today's album review. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button for more surprises if you missed anything new. And be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below on this video. And that's all I have I got for today for this one. So, this is Heavy Metal 95 saying thank you for watching this video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. Hope you all have a great day. This is Heavy Metal 95 signing off. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you soon for more videos. Take care. Goodbye for now. Keep it metal for this.